today we will learn on very good thing. This is your final term, actually, exam question. How to share loss. How you can share your loss. Okay, suppose the share loss. If you look at these things, individually every section there is a loss. Yes or no? Please. My request to you, please communicate with me. Okay. Individual every section there is a loss. Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Individual every section. Suppose this is feeder on. Okay, this is feeder on. I am just going to the feeder on. And if you look at this feeder on, every element. Suppose this element, the first element, they are loss. And they are ampere through amps. Second element, they are loss and through amps. And the third element, okay. But this section 1, look at this thing, this section 1, try to understand these things, then it is very easy for you to calculate it. Because this time you need to take help from the Excel. This total work is Excel based. That's why you need to understand the main fact. This section, suppose as for example, I will give you an example. This section amps is 10. Okay. And this section amps is 2. This section amps is 8. Okay. And this section loss, if you look at this thing, this section loss is 20. And this section loss is suppose 5. This section loss is 2. So if you want to distribute this section loss to this substation and that substation. Suppose as for example in REB they are actually use a 1 meter here and another 2 trapping areas there is another meter. But the common suppose the common section loss, how to distribute. Suppose as for example the Mosa substation, okay, this is my individual line. How much loss is here? I will give it to the amount of pay. So this section loss, okay, the Kali Ekut things, okay, I will give it to you. But the common section loss, how to distribute? The concept is clear, yes or no?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. So common section loss, actually this section amps. This section amps, listen, this section amps. Okay, summation of this section amps and that section amps. Okay, if you divide this section amps by the parent amps, so percentage of effect you can calculate, yes or no? Suppose this section amps is 2 and this section amps is 10. How much effect? Tell me.
Sir, 5.
No. 0.2. I repeat it again. This section amps is 2 and that section amps is 10. So how much effect is here? 0.2%. That is 20%. If this section ampere is 2 amps is 8. So 8 divided by 10, 0.80% is effect here. So when you will just this section, okay, this amps 0.2 multiplied by this section loss, then automatically the loss is divided according to their amount of ampere. Muqtadrul, clear it? Yes or no? Tell me. Sanjida, kya?
No, sir, not clear, sir.
Not clear. Not clear. Okay, I'm just giving. Okay, so I'm just okay. I'm just using a listen on thing. So I'm just going to that areas. Before that, I'm just opening a file that will help you. Just a minute. What is the software? Yes. Cottonam, Asnabad. Look at these things, just for example. Suppose, okay, I'm deleting some of the things so that everything, just capacity, just a minute, is I think it will help you to understand these things. And I'm just copying these things. Okay. Look at these things. Try to understand this amount. Suppose this section through amps and this section loss. Clear it, the first section. This is the first section. Okay. And this is the second section. There every item. This is the third section. Their item. I'm just deleting all the items so that you can understand. Okay. So this section, ampere, look at this ampere. This ampere is summation of this 2 ampere. Okay. This and that. It was added, then this amp, it will come. Now, this loss, especially the first loss, how to divide it? Divided kilowatt loss, suppose loss, kilowatt loss. So how to divide it? The division is these amps, the second section amps. Look, the second section amps divided by the parent amps. Then the percentage it will automatically come. So this line amps 64% is liable for that amps, and this section, okay, 36% their liability. So look at this thing. The total is 100. Now it is clear. The first section is clear for you, yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
What about the other? Muqtadi, Sanjay,
Yes, sir.
clear it?
Yes, sir.
So this 60, look at this thing. So 64% and 36%. So how to divide it? So percentage of effect. From where it will come, it is clear now. Percentage of effect. So percentage of effect, if you multiply this percentage of effect and if you multiply with their loss, then automatically the divided loss you can find out. Look at these things. This multiply by that. And this multiply with the parent. It is clear, yes or no? First, you need to effect calculation, load of amps calculation, then divided loss from that section. You need to calculate it by the multiplication. While all are silent.
Yes, sir. Understand now.
No. You need to communicate. Otherwise, it's difficult for me to. Okay. Then the line loss, effect loss, this divided loss, and their own loss. Look at these things. Sum of their own line loss and divided loss. If you plus it, then the whole loss, it will automatically come. Look at these things. I'm giving you the different type of colors so that you can easily ash. Okay, I'm just omit these things. So the next option is you need to this is not more appropriate. Okay. And next is the substation. Look at the substation. So substation loss is same thing. That is, it will directly come from that. It will directly come from that. Now it is clear, yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. So the whole process, listen on thing. This every section you can write it. I just repeat it again, these things. Write it. You can write every section name. Okay, every section name you can write it on item. Another things, these four, because you need four things. The section or line, parent element, ampere, 2 amps, and line loss kilowatt. Please listen on thing. These four things you can type it, or there is another process to easily without the writing how to separate it. Okay, now we will learn. Okay, the process, I think it is okay for you. I will repeat again. Your main file, how to calculate it, this is the example file. I will just, please, seriously, if you do not understand anything, please inform. Okay, I'm just stop these things. Okay. Now, this is your loss first without any instrument. Without any instrument, this is your loss. Okay. Now, detail. Take the detail. Then edit and select all. Edit and copy. Okay, so your everything is copied. So stop, minimize it. Now I am just opening the text file, suppose PSNA B. Okay, text document file. It's a text, right button click, it's a text document file, you need to put it here. Then edit and paste it. Just edit, paste. And okay. Then please open an Excel file. Excel file. Open an Excel file. Okay. After this, it is clear, yes or no? Text file, copy and everything.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then you need to open that text file by using the Excel. Excel, there is some special features. Please listen. You cannot see your text document, so you need to click here and file. Then the PSNA, okay, PSNA B, okay. This is your file. Now you need to only on next, then you need to separate it. Look, I clicked it, and then I'm separating these things. First on click, separate it. How to separate it? Look at the screen. This is the last border of first item. Okay, this first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8. I'm just clicking the last border. Okay. Okay. Then what you need to do next, and finish. So it will separate cell by cell. Now what you need to do? You need to delete. I'm just deleting the other part. Is you need to understand which part is loss and which part is without loss. You need to understand that things. Otherwise it is difficult for you. So this part, your parent part first, that part is your parent part. These two parts you need it. I'm just omitting other things, especially, okay, through amps, look at this through amps, okay. This part you need it. Without typing how to actually separate it. Then another part is lost. Yes, this part you need it. Okay. So other things you can delete. Okay. So you can delete it. Everybody, it is clear for you, yes or no?
Yes, clear, but will you show the process again, how to insert the file in Excel?
Okay, no problem. I'm just opening it again. Okay, Excel. Look at Excel. This is the first process, then click the next. After that, you need to separate it. You need to separate the item by item. This is the separation. I'm just every item, first item, and before that, I'm just clicking that item areas. And you need to mark some of the areas. You can easily understand that this is your loss and this is your next and finished it. So you need to mark your item. Suppose these two items, 3 amps, this is your 3 amps, and this is your loss item. Okay. So I am just using this section loss, how to calculate it, I am just giving it you. Okay. But your time, you need to separate all the things, mark it like that. I'm just using this section. Okay. Delete this item. Okay. And another thing. Okay. So you do not need the other thing. So I'm just copying that header. Okay, I'm copying this header from the other section. Just copying this and paste this header. Yeah. Just and I'm just copying the other things, the image, so that you can easily understand. So this image, Okay, look at this image. So please look at the screen. My request to everyone. This is your first section. This is your first section. Okay, this is your substation. You can mark it so that you can easily understand. And this is your other substation. So divided. Okay, divided amps. Anyone can say how to calculate it? Anyone please tell me how to calculate it?
So first line and then the parent line and divide by parent line.
That is the section 2. Okay. Section 2 amps divided by their parent amps. That is section on amps. Okay. It is clear? First section. Okay. Second, the parent amps for the 3. Section 3, look at this thing. Section 3 amps divided
By parent amp.
Yes, parent amps. So this is okay. So 48%, this section 48%, and another section is 52% is liable for this loss. Okay. Then divided loss. How to loss divided?
Sir, load amps into line loss.
Yes, that is the parent line loss. Yes, parent line
Yes,
loss.
parent.
Yes. Okay. Again. So the divided loss is now separate. Now the another thing, line loss. This is another line loss. That means from up to, okay, from the first line to section 3, line to section 2. If you want to understand this loss, so you need to add the loss plus their divided loss. Clarity, yes or no? The main net loss is, suppose I'm just something so that coloring these things, it will help you. This, that, okay. Again, this and this and this. So this divided loss, but here is another loss. Tell me, these two losses exist here, this section loss and that section loss. So you sum it. Okay, existing line loss plus their divided loss. Again, sum of existing line loss and their divided loss. Okay?
Yes.
This is your second area's loss. I'm just giving another mark. All are same color. That's the fact. So the substation loss, there is nothing here. So this is the substation loss. When all the line loss automatically come, then you can just shift these things. It is clear for everyone, yes or no?
Yes, sir. Clear.
That's good. It is clear for you. That's good. But the important thing is these two lines you already calculated. Okay, so we understand the things and we can. But this is not the headache. Headache is if the section is increased. If the section is increased, how to calculate it? I am going to the section again. Okay. And look at these things. Previously, it was section only 3. But the section is increased. Look at this thing. 1, 2, 3. There is no section here. There is another subsection under the another line. What you will do? This is your actual main fact. If the section is increased, how to calculate it? Because previously you calculated that thing. Okay, you calculated that things. If you look at this thing again, it's a 2 line. It is easy for you to calculate it because 2 line per section. But if the section is increased, how to calculate it? Then come to the again this point. I'm just going to that areas. Suppose this section is extra line, yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir. Extra line.
Okay. Extra line. Listen. This extra line. Look at this thing. This extra line. I'm going to your areas. Extra line. If you look at this extra line, your calculation. Suppose section calculation is your line kilowatt. Okay. 9 kilowatt. Then the another branches, for example. So your amps is okay, but this 9 kilowatt loss, you need to now measure it. So you need to put it in the beginning again. Suppose, for example, look at this extent. Look at these things. So this section loss, when it is divided, you will add with the second section loss. So when you will calculate for this section, your amps divided from that amps and this, not the section loss. You calculate the last. You need to measure this loss, not this loss, because you already added here. The simple tricks here. It is clear for you, yes or no?
No, sir.
Sir, again, please.
Okay, listen. I just give you. Suppose this section divided loss and this own loss section. Okay, in total loss is suppose 10. Okay. And when you calculate it, you will calculate. Suppose this section amps divided by this section amps. This section amps divided by that section amps. Okay. But when you calculate the section, okay, I'm going there. Then it is easy for you. I understand. Okay. I'm deleting these things. Okay. This section. Okay. Okay. I'm just shifting this section and delete it so that you can understand. Delete it. Okay. So look at these things. Suppose this is on loss. I'm just marking so that you can. So section 1. Okay, section 2. Look at these things, load amps. And another section is section 1 and section 3. Section 2. Section 2. Look at this. Where is the section 2? Okay. Look at the section 3. Look. Now it is 100% okay, yes or no? Look at these things. The first section is clear for you, yes or no?
Yes,
This
sir.
is now the fourth section calculation. First you need to calculate completed this section, section 3. Then you will start the section 4 calculation. Look at this thing. So divided this multiply by their parent loss.
Parent loss.
Okay. Yes, parent loss. Okay. The parent automatically it will shifted. Then sum of own loss, they are divided loss. Okay. Now please look at this. Another line in exists. So this is your now existing loss. Look at the screen again. This by their own section. Okay. And another 5. These am divided by their look at these things. Okay. So this is your total. Now how to calculate this section? Look at this thing. This 38 multiplied by what? Multiplied by this loss. Look at the line. Look at the line. Your section there is a sum of loss. All the loss distributed by these two sections. Section 3 loss. Okay, I repeat these things again. Section 3 loss. How to calculate it? Calculate it. Okay, and this section loss, section 5. Look at this section 5. 4 and 5. How to calculate it? 4 and 5. The 5 calculate by this multiply by this loss because 3 they are parent. Parent is 3.
Yes, sir.
This section you need to transfer this loss, these areas. Then again start from this loss. This is the main trick. Okay, so section calculate this thing. So sum of own section loss, line loss, and their divided loss. When you repeat, then the loss it will automatically come. Own line loss and divided loss. And my request to everyone, try to understand things. Next class, you will calculate it and there is some error here. Suppose error here, this type of error is here. Listen, look. This is 63, 38 and 62. This is 63. So how to adjust these things? 0.01% is increased because of look at this spin again. So we need to fix it. Okay, we need to fix this type of calculation. How to fix the round figure for the 2-digit calculation. Okay, so my request to you, I already finished this part, and your task is calculate this part. Okay, and now